So maybe you've been watching our channel for some time and you've decided to call the Temecula Valley home, but now you have to determine which neighborhood should you live in, and that's exactly what this series is dedicated to. Today we are here with another neighborhood spotlight video here at the SCGA community. As you can see, a beautiful golf course behind me. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley. From new community tours, neighborhood spotlights, to all things coming to the Temecula Valley, I want you to know exactly what life is like living here inside of Temecula. I can't wait to show you this beautiful community. Let's dive in. So each and every neighborhood spotlight we do, we talk about a few things, and the first piece we're going to talk about is the location. The SCGA community here is located on the east side of Murrieta. It's actually technically your biggest cross streets here are going to be Murrieta Hot Springs and Winchester Road, and those are going to get you direct access to here. This is a great location, although it's a little bit slightly further off of the freeway than some would like to be. You're about 10 to 15 minutes on any given day from the freeway. However, you're actually right close to just about everything that you could be looking for, with the Promenade Mall just down the street from you, maybe a short 4 to 5 minute drive from this community, along with all the restaurants that come around there, Costco, grocery stores just down the street within a 1 to 2 minute drive. You've got a great location here, again, a little bit further from the freeway, but plenty to do in this area. Now let's talk about the pros of living inside of this community. These are some of my favorites. Number one, this beautiful golf course right behind me. So this is actually a kind of a special neighborhood in the fact that it's on the golf course, but there is no HOA here, which is unheard of for our area. Typically, in Murrieta, Temecula, if you're going to live on a golf course, it's going to be an HOA community. You're going to be paying a monthly fee for that. This does not have an HOA, so it is very likely you could have a backyard here inside of the SCGA community that backs up directly to the golf course with some beautiful views of all this greenery, some water features, all that kind of stuff, and you have no HOA to pay for it. That is an awesome feature. On top of that, you've got really low property taxes here inside the neighborhood, which we'll touch on in just a moment, but that means overall, you get some beautiful scenery with low monthly costs. It's going to be cheaper to live here than most of the new communities that you see here on our channel. So those are some amazing pros to living here in the community. Now let's talk about some cons, or just maybe some things to watch out for before you move here to the SCGA community. Number one, I would say the traffic. So this community, again, is right on two busy roads. You've got Winchester and Murrieta Hot Springs. Both can be miserable during commuting times, if I'm just being honest. And this is actually a little bit of a cut-through neighborhood. So people often use this neighborhood to cut through to avoid one of those two streets. So it is something to watch out for. They have installed speed bumps and things like that within the community to try to slow some of that down and regulate it. But on top of the cut-through traffic, you also get a little bit of that golf traffic, right? People having tournaments and events and all that kind of stuff here. So something to watch out for there. The second con I would say to watch out for is also one of the pros, is the fact that there's no HOA. So pro in the fact that you're not paying for it, con in the fact that there's no HOA to take care of things. There's nothing to regulate what your neighbor paints their house to look like. So, you know, from our time here in the neighborhood, we don't see houses that are painted pink or purple. No offense if that's your preferred home color, but the neighborhood is kept up pretty well. But it is just something to be aware of, that there is no HOA governing the community, so you can't really control what your neighbor's front yard or house color or anything those things look like. Now let's talk about prices of homes. As you know, we don't go into the specifics here because those are changing all of the times, and if you're watching this video 3 years from today, it could be a completely different picture. So overall, the home prices here are average price point for Murrieta. So if you look at any of our market update videos, that will tell you pretty much what that average price point is what you're going to see some inside of this neighborhood. There are some bigger size floor plans that will stretch that just a bit, but you're not getting significantly beyond the average price point. So average price point to live on a golf course with no HOA and low taxes, those are some advantages. If you'd like specific numbers as far as what the prices are, leave a comment below or shoot us a call. I will get right back to you immediately with up-to-date pricing information for the community. Next up, we've got what size homes actually exist here. We've got a huge range of homes here, from small to absolutely massive. We've got 1,900 square feet on the smallest side, all the way up to 4,300 square feet. So there is a home here for just about everybody. If you are looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, smaller size home, that fits right into this category. If you're looking for something absolutely massive with many bedrooms, a loft, and a huge kitchen, you've got that covered here as well. So there's a wide range. You could move up, move down, all within this exact same neighborhood and enjoy these beautiful views. Next up, let's talk about schools. If you've got little ones moving here into the area, this is an important piece for you, and we always touch on it using the greatschools.org rating scale. This is a 1 to 10 score based on the test scores, ratings from other places, so a ton of information here. If you want specifics on any of the schools I'm mentioning, you should check out greatschools.org. If you've got elementary school kids, you're going to be going to Monte Vista Elementary here, which is a 5 out of 10 on the greatschools.org chart. When it comes to middle school, you are going to Dorothy McIlhenny Middle School, and that is a 7 on the Great Schools chart, and we typically like to see 7s or above, if we're being honest, as far as where schools should be rated. And last but not least, if you're going to high school, you'll be attending Vista Murrieta High School, which is actually a 9 on the Great Schools rating score, so a really, really great high school. It is a little bit of a drive here, but honestly, if you're inside of high school range, then you're likely getting to that driving age and can commute yourself on over to the school. Now let's talk the nuts and bolts of financing and what it's going to cost you to live here inside of the neighborhood. As I mentioned, 2 key features about this neighborhood are low property taxes and no HOA. So for the HOA, $0 a month. Congratulations. When it comes to property taxes, we typically see property taxes inside of the Murrieta Temecula area anywhere from 1.1% on the very lowest, all the way up to 2.2 to 2.3%. Taxes inside of the SCGA community are 1.3 to 1.4%. So that is just about as low as you can possibly get here inside of the area. So that is a huge, huge pro to living here in the neighborhood. So let's wrap it up. What are the key features here inside the neighborhood? You've heard me harp on it. No HOA, low taxes, average prices, which is really, really great. You're living on a golf course. What you see behind me right here is what could be your actual backyard view living here on the golf course. If you love to golf, that is great as well. If you love dodging golf balls, just make sure that you're not living anywhere towards the green so that you're not getting some of those golf balls in your yard. So that is a consideration to think about when you're living here inside the community. But these views are absolutely amazing. The price point is great. The taxes, the HOA, those are all pros to living here inside the neighborhood. That's it for our neighborhood spotlight on the SCGA community here in Murrieta. As I mentioned, an absolutely beautiful choice to live here inside of this community. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, hit that like button. Leave a comment below with any questions you might have about moving to the Temecula Valley, living here inside of the SCGA neighborhood, what it's like, what the prices are. Leave those comments below. We'll get back to you right away. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you guys next time.